from ABC News. I'm Daria Albinger. Millions of Americans are in the path of severe weather once again this week. Tornado watches are posted in Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. ABC's Steve Osunsami is in Decatur, Georgia.
After a deadly 24 hours of severe weather, the governor of Georgia has declared a state of emergency west of Savannah on Tuesday when drivers had to pull off of Interstate 16.
That tornado's at least a mile wide right now.
Since the week began, authorities report more than 4 dozen tornadoes across 5 states.
Look at that.
One tore through a golf course and took the roof off of a building. And south of Macon, that sound they always hear before seeing a tornado.
All of a sudden, sound like a freight train, and then all this stuff hitting the house.
One person was killed in Georgia.
A death in Texas also blamed on the storms. The House votes to hold 2 former Trump White House officials in contempt of Congress. Peter Navarro and Dan Scavino ignored subpoenas from the January 6th committee. Maryland Democrat Jamie Raskin says Republican anger at GOP members Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger is misdirected.
The insurrectionists and the lawbreakers deserve your contempt because they are acting in contempt of the rule of law and the Constitution of the United States.
The charges will be sent to the Justice Department for possible prosecution. President Biden says it's time to hold Russia responsible for alleged atrocities in Ukraine.
Bodies left in streets as Russian troops withdrew. Some shot in the back of the head with their hands tied behind their backs. Civilians executed in cold blood. Bodies dumped into mass graves. A sense of brutality and inhumanity left for all the world to see unapologetically.
The president announcing new sanction. Stocks closed lower today. The Dow and the Nasdaq down in triple digits. You're listening to ABC News. It's a special birthday celebration in the Kaler Vale home in Scarborough, Maine, where Bertha Montgomery just turned 100 years young.
They've been great to me. I love every one of them. I've never enjoyed a place any better than I have right here.
On hand to help Montgomery celebrate her 101-year-old brother, longevity runs in the family. Their dad lived to be 104. A California homeowner fights off a criminal tourist gang.
It's a growing problem here in Southern California and elsewhere. Groups of South American burglars who pose as tourists enter the U.S., but their sole purpose for being here is to burglarize high-end homes. In a recent case in Ventura County, the homeowner came home while a South American group was in his house, and he took matters into his own hands, striking one of them and detaining another until police arrived. The one who was held by the homeowner is seen in a mugshot, all beat up. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Luxury fashion brand Chanel says it'll stop selling its clothes, perfumes, and other goods to Russian customers abroad if they plan to take the products back to the country. Pop star Ed Sheeran has won a UK copyright battle over his 2017 hit Shape of You. Another artist claimed a part of his 2015 song was copied, but a judge disagreed. Sheeran criticized what he called a culture of baseless lawsuits intended to squeeze money out of artists eager to avoid trial. This is ABC News.
Wait a minute. You mean now I can listen to GMA any time of the day, anywhere?
Yes, that's exactly what we mean with the new Good Morning America podcast. Listen to all of GMA served up daily straight to you. Michael.
What? I'm listening to our new GMA podcast. It's really good.
Listen to the Good Morning America podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribe now. It's really good.